This is Bruges in Belgium, Belgium's most famous tourist town. So in May of 2009 I thought I'd stop off on the way up to going to the Netherlands and have a look round. I left England on the 8 o'clock ferry from Dover and got to Dunkirk about 11 o'clock. So from Dunkirk it's about an hour's drive to Bruges. So I parked just outside the centre of the city and used the bike, which there's a brief shot of here, to come into the town square here, the real centre of Bruges. I haven't been to Bruges for a long time. I remember coming on a day trip a long time ago, and I've been through it on the train at least once, but I haven't been for ages. Of course, Bruges is famous for its canals, so I've got quite a lot of shots here of the canals. And what I did, I kind of like moved, I used the bike and I walked a bit and moved to the outskirts of the city. The bike is a good way of exploring Bruges because once you're out of the main centre it's not so busy with tourists, and it's an easy way of getting around the city, and a nice way. You can walk it, but it is quite big, and I didn't have enough time because I only had about 2.5 hours before I had to move on. I was driving up to Delft in the Netherlands, which is probably about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, going via Antwerp and Rotterdam. So I was a bit, because it was going to be Sunday afternoon and I was going to be a bit worried about all the traffic. So I didn't want to spend too long in Bruges, but I wanted to have a look around, have a quick look around and take some footage. It's been 2 years since I've been driving in Europe, and you get a bit rusty, so I was a bit concerned about going through Antwerp and Rotterdam at the rush hour, so, but it had to be done if I was going to go and see Bruges. So Antwerp, got around, there's a nice tunnel going around this side. You have to pay a toll, but it meant I didn't go through the city centre on the motorway, so it was a lot easier. And Rotterdam, although it was busy, it wasn't half as bad as I was expecting it to be, so I made it through okay to Delft. Now this is the final outer ring of Bruges, so I should have actually come and parked my car here because this looked pretty good. On the other side there, well, I was on the other side of the city, it was okay, but this looks nicer, and I actually came this way when I came back out to head to Antwerp. So then there's this lovely cycleway, footway all around the outer ring here, and you're looking back and the canals go back, and you could, I was going to pick one to go back in and follow the way back into the city centre. It's pretty empty out here, just the occasional cyclist. So it's still nice on the outside. So then I started to head back in. This is coming in from the railway. I went to the railway station and then I came back. So this is a very scenic part of Bruges. All the buildings are very nice, and there's quite a lot of little canals leading off. It's all really well kept, isn't it? Yeah, so you can see why Bruges is it's a nice place to visit for a weekend. I rushed it a bit, but I got a good view of everything. But it's nice to walk around. Belgium's one of these countries I've been to quite a few times, but I don't usually stay. I usually drive through. I'm on the route to somewhere else, and I've been to Ghent. Ghent is nice. Canals as well. And I've been cycling down the Ardennes a few years ago. That was very nice. And Luxembourg, next country, that's very pretty as well. So one year I'm going to have to come across and spend a few days cycling. Anyway, that's the end of this film. Here's where you get the boat tours. There's another shot at the end here. So I hope you liked my film of Bruges.